Hello everyone, I'm going to tell you the story of Krishna and the false Vasudeva. Before I tell you this story, everyone must know that Krishna has another name, Vasudeva. One day, a king of Pundra received a message that the emperor's son Shishupala would be married to Rukmini, and he wanted everyone to gather at the wedding ceremony because he expected trouble from Krishna. And so they gathered there waiting. That was when Rukmini came out of the temple she had been worshipping at. Everyone was so dazzled by her beauty. But as soon as they managed to look away, they saw Krishna coming in his chariot. He whisked Rukmini into it and drove off. Little did they know that Rukmini had made her own choices of marrying Krishna. So as the stupefied emperor and his allies tried to give chase, they were checked by Balarama, Krishna's mighty brother. Vasudeva, the king of Pundra, returned disappointed and dejected. So they plotted against Krishna. They decided that they would think that the king, though was only named Vasudeva, was the real Lord incarnate and the real Krishna was an impostor. But this lie spread even though it was not good. Soon, he got very confident that he himself was the great Krishna, and so he sent a mail to Dwarka, which was Krishna's country. The letter said that he would have to hand over his mace, his chakra and his bow and arrow. Thinking he knew what had happened, he sent a message saying that he would come and give the things. And then he came on Garuda. King of Kasi had also come there to protect the king against any danger. Sudakshina, his son, ruled the kingdom while he was gone. Then Krishna began to attack all of them. Soon the earth was strewn with the bodies of both the armies. And then he turned to Vasudeva and flung his mace and his chakra. Vasudeva was pleased as he thought that he was handing over the weapons. But no! This was his death. The mace hit him and he fell down, and then the chakra slit his throat. Then Krishna fired an arrow which took the force of the king of Kasi's head. It flew all the way into the Kasi court, and Sudakshina saw this. He was very angry indeed. And so, along with his family priest, Sudakshina began to perform a yajna. And out of the sacrificial fire came out a female with flames on her hair. She cursed loudly that she would not rest until Dwaraka and its inhabitants were grazed to the ground. And so Krishna only lifted up his discus and sent it flying. The discus, also called as the Sudarshana Chakra, caught the eye of the fiend of fire. So she began to run, and Sudakshina and his armies had already begun to try and trap the discus. But the discus felled them in all directions until the last of Sudakshina's soldiers were killed. Then the fiend burned Sudakshina to death because the fiend had faced humiliation of running away and not completing her mission. But that was when... What was that sound? Yes, it was the Sudarshana and came chasing after the demon. And it burned through the assembly halls, the royal stables, the cowsheds, the houses, the granaries, and the markets, till the whole city of Kasi was wrapped up in flames which consumed the fugitive fiend. The discus, dead with unmitigated valor and blazing fiercely, whirled around and whizzed back to the palace at Dwarka, into the hands of the true Vasudeva. I hope you enjoyed the story. This way, Krishna taught those who tried to oppose him a big lesson that they must not be over smart. Thank you.